Indeed, lads, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today I got for you guys is 4-2-2 formations, custom tactics, and player instructions that fits perfectly with the formation itself. And I'm telling you guys, this formation, I've been hearing a lot of good things about it. I had to get my hands on it, and that's what I did. So now magic is going to be delivered once again by me, guys. Hopefully you guys like this video and enjoy it. But what we're simply going to do is run through the tactics, of course, get some player recommendations in there for what players should play in certain positions with certain qualities to make this formation work very well, and get some player instructions in there, and of course, gameplay analysis provided by me to show you guys why and how this formation is so good in game and how it will be so good for you in game. So other than that, guys, let's go. All right, so today we are only going to be focusing on this 4-2-2 formation alone, so hopping straight into it. On the defensive side, we're going to keep the defensive style set to balance, the width kept to 50, and the depth we're going to push it up to 60. Now guys, this formation defensively so solid. Let's get in some clips now and of course show you guys what it's going to look like in game. So of course, a 4-2-2 is very similar to a 4-4-2 defensively. It's going to defend. In a 4-4-2, you can see our outside attacking mids dropping in as like left mids and right mids, and you can see the formation itself right now, the 4 in the back, the 4 in the middle, and you have the 2 up top. It's going to be exactly how it is offensively, defensively, so nothing to be confused about, just a solid structure to be used defensively, of course. Moving on to the offensive side, build-up play will be set to long ball, and the chance creation will be set to direct passing. As always, long ball a bit different. Direct passing is always there because it's the best of the best, but long ball will work very well with the instructions that we're going to set to the players later, so make sure to stay for that. The width we're going to drop to 45, keep it a bit more narrow in the attack, that way everybody can get involved in that attacking third. Players in box set to 6, corners 2, free kicks 1. So let's get into some clips now and show you guys how to build up properly and also create chances properly in this formation. So when it comes to building up in this 4-2-2 formation, guys, you need to utilize the triangles that are being offered to you in this formation. It is so easy to build up when you recognize these patterns of play. So right now, one triangle on the field here is the left back, left center back, and the left defensive mid. Another one being created going more up the field is the left back, left attacking mid, left defensive mid once again. And another one being created is the left attacking mid, left striker, and the left defensive mid once again. So the defensive mid is involved in all the triangles. Same thing on the other side of the field with the right-sided players. So just look how this plays out. Using the triangles to get forward down the sideline, always get wide, pull your opponent's players wide, create those gaps, make them even bigger and bigger getting forward. And take a look at this clip here, a new clip, a different goal, but it looks like I'm using the same pattern of play I just used in that previous goal. And take a look at it, how it plays out. So this formation, when you have composure, when you take a breath, take a breather, and you just realize the patterns of play, the triangles that are being offered to you to get forward, it just opens up for you and you can score goals so easily. Just get wide from the back, starting all the way from your center backs, get to your outside backs first, get down the line, find a pass into the middle, then pass it back out, give and go action, all stuff like that. Create those triangle patterns of play, as I keep saying, as I stated before. And when you get in this top of 18 area, just have some give and go action, a bit of skill, be quick with it with your defensive mids in one way, out the other. Find them top of the box when they're showing, and you'll score easy as that. So next, we're going to talk about chance creation, how we're going to score goals in that attacking third area in this formation. It's going to be as simple as this, guys. Just knock the ball back and forth with your 2 defensive mids, as you see here, until one of your 4 attackers shows in that top of 18 area to go forward, have a give and go action, have a bit of skill, whatever you see that is open in terms for you guys. But what you're going to see here is the amount of space, the amount of time that your 2 defensive mids are going to have in this top of the 18 area. Ronaldo, Sanchez, De Jong, look at this. The amount of time, the amount of space they have. It's crazy. So just relax, have some composure, and you'll find your way to go forward when the gap is open or when one of your attackers checks in. Just have that composure. They're always going to be open. You have nothing going forward, as you see here. Cut it back, play one of the 2 of them, go across if you like, and find one of your 4 attackers to get forward. But everything is going to run through these 2 defensive mids, as it should. At least it does for me, and that's what you should really focus on in this formation, to have some structure and to know what you're doing and have a plan and a process to go forward and attack and score goals. It's going to be so easy for you guys. All right, so very quickly, I want to cover player recommendations, because certain players with certain qualities should be in certain positions to make this formation function very well, as it does for me. So you can see across the 4 attackers, I have pretty much pace. Messi is not really on the pacey side, but he's very good going forward other than the pace. But 2 strikers up top, Mbappe and Almiron, is just the best combo you could possibly have in the game. If you can do this, go ahead and do so. It suits the formation perfectly with the 2 striker combo up top, but you really just need pace out wide. Messi is doable now because of the update and the patch. It makes him a bit faster, and just pace up top and finishing ability is definitely needed. The 2 defensive mids have to be sort of box to box, because these guys here, as you saw in the chance creation clips, they get forward and they sort of dictate the attack, so they can't be clunky on the ball and just feeling like a truck, like a Fut Champs or a Zakaria. We can't do that. We need box to box sort of players who can go forward and defend. Proper back 4 defenders here is what you need for the back line, and goalkeeper, of course, do what you want with that. So let's finally move on to the instructions. Stick with me. All right, so starting off with the 2 strikers up top, we're gonna have them both set to the same exact things: get in behind and stay forward. We don't want to change the width to stay central or drift wide. We want them to do whatever is correct in the attack when they feel like it in game. But get in behind, stay forward is a must with the new meta, with the pacey players that I have as well. Getting in behind is an absolute must, because it just gives you so much more in the attack, so much more opportunities to go forward, and so many more more goal scoring chances, as you will see in these clips here to come. And that's what I'm going to show you guys, how these two strikers will work for you in game with these instructions. So both of your strikers are going to be staying forward and getting in behind. You're going to see that a lot happening in these clips here. Give and go action, working side by side. The two strikers is going to be so effective. As you can see here, Mbappe or whatever striker you have are going to be getting in behind just like that if your opponent's center backs leave a gap just like that. So make sure to have some pace to make this formation flow easier with the instructions, with the tactics we have set to it. Long ball, get him behind. That screams Mbappe and Al all day, and that's what I have here, and that's why this formation is working very, very well for me, and it will for you if you have players with these sort of same qualities, if you can make that happen. But all in all, your two strikers going to be side by side, checking in that top of 18 area when your defensive mids are knocking it here and there. As you saw there, they're going to check in, receive the ball, and turn and hit, turn to have a bit of skill, anything like that. Nothing too special with their movement. They're just going to be in those right positions always. All right, so your left attacking mid and right attacking mid, your Lamb and Ram for short, are going to be set to these same exact things. Come back on defense and get into box for cross. Come back on defense for that proper defensive structure, so we can have a 4-4-2 defensive shape, and get into box for cross. That way in the attack, they're not just chilling out wide and they can sort of cut in, as you're going to see in these clips to come. They do it a lot and they get involved to score goals and create assists, but more so goals, and you will see. Now your Lamb and Ram in this formation, guys, are going to be like a left forward and a right forward, and it's going to be so effective. I think that's why this formation is so good this year, because they get into amazing positions, sometimes even better than your strikers. I think they score a lot of goals for me, almost the same amount, if not more, than my strikers, because look at this, Dembele, he's sort of getting into box for cross, that instruction that we have set to him to receive the ball in a more of a central part and not so wide and sort of like useless area. Look at Messi there in the center of the 18 when he's the left attacking mid. That's why this formation is so good. Messi once again even further to the right side than the left side of the field to receive the ball and score a goal. These guys kind of get lost in the attack in a good way. It's a bit of like a free roam, but in a structured way. They get more central instead of out wide, and they really help out going forward. Just realize when they're open and unmarked, because no outside back is going to follow those runs coming into the midfield. Look at this. Messi receiving the ball, but look at Dembele. The left back is not following him, so he's going to be wide open to receive the ball. Messi once again in that gap in between the outside back and outside center back. They're going to be open all the time to receive the ball and score goals. Once again here, the left attacking mid, Messi, getting in on a goal. So moving on to the two defensive mids, they're both going to be set to the same exact thing. Cut passing lane, stay back while attacking, and cover center. And you guys really saw what they do for you in the attack. They just dictate the play. They go back and forth to each other until there's that one gap or slight check-in from one of your attackers to play the ball going forward. But that's really it that they do for you going forward. They can get in on some goals here and there, but not really. They really just stay up there and work side by side. And defensively, they're just proper defensive mids. Run around with them, get in your opponent's face, and make it hard for them to go forward. And moving on, we're going to go to the back four. The outside backs both set to stay back and overlap, and the center backs and keeper position, I do not touch a thing. So that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and got some value from it. This formation here is actually no joke, real deal. I actually do rate it in my top 3 formations this year, and I'm going to be dropping a full custom tactics video to show you guys what I have ultra defensively all the way to ultra attacking, what I do to go in game and in Fut Champs. So make sure to look out for that video coming very soon. But all in all, this formation is very, very good. I hope you guys enjoyed this video once again. Other than that, take care.